Hello and welcome to your News and Features electronic magazine that centers on the different facets of motoring. Now in its 31st year, this is Motoring Today. I'm Butch Gamboa.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean car seat, it's love. When you try to look cool but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
As usual, we start off this week's edition with the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. A private sector has stepped up with regard to the traffic congestion in EDSA by opening a terminal that operates a number of bus companies. What's better with this initiative is that it is supported by the Department of Transportation, or DOTR, and Marikina's local government. The BFCT East Transport Terminal in Marikina, a project supported by the Metro Manila Eastern Multimodal Transport Terminal, which intends to operate buses going to different destinations in the country, recently started operating.
We're now open and buses are now traveling going to Visayas like Caticlan, Iloilo, Guimaras, and Mindoro, Romblon, and even Bicol. And we have now one bus company going to Tuguegarao. So we're accepting passengers now. Buses are now traveling going to those destinations.
The BFCT says that they are currently operating 10 bus companies and they will be accepting more once the DOTR releases their accreditation. In line with that, the private sector says that they are working on their documents and requirements.
We are expecting to accommodate around 20 bus companies here, and we have bus company applying to use the terminal, and hopefully we could accommodate all of them.
According to the BFCT, bus companies are charged 300 pesos for unloading at the terminal and 150 for loading. The BFCT also adds that the facilities in the terminal ensure the benefit, safety, and comfort of the passengers.
We have here air-conditioned food court and waiting lounge. We have this al fresco waiting lounge. We have impressive toilet over there. We'll be having buildings here for the ticket offices of the different bus companies. And of course, a lot more. We intend to open breastfeeding counter or center. We have ramps for the disabled. We have special toilets for the disabled, and we have big plans for the terminal.
The private sector says that the terminal is expected to accommodate 60 million passengers, which is a big help in decongesting the traffic in Metro Manila and other neighboring areas. Like the Metro Manila Eastern Multimodal Transport Terminal in Marikina City, we hope that other private sectors would step up as well in creating more projects that would help decongest the traffic in the country. Nevertheless, it's good to see that both the government and a number of private sectors are consistent in improving connectivity and the transport system. Continuing, a revitalized and reinforced Interagency Council for Traffic, or IACT, an organization of various government agencies formed last 2016 to solve Metro Manila's traffic problems, was recently relaunched. The new IACT component focused on two areas, namely Commonwealth Avenue and C5. But according to IACT, it will also include the expansion of its scope of operations, which will also cover the provinces of Cavite, Laguna, Bulacan, and Rizal.
There are two areas na we are given priority. One is Commonwealth Avenue and the C5. No? Then after we have a timeline, may timeline kami dito. No? Then probably by the end of the year, these two areas, C5 and Commonwealth Avenue, traffic problem there will be addressed. Not necessarily yung the traffic flow is continuous. No? Yun lang naman ang achieve natin. No? Then it should be cleared to any obstruction.
The 5 E's such as enforcement, education, environment, engineering, and economics of traffic management will be taken into consideration before any scheme will be implemented.
With this new development, because of some other areas na considers problem on traffic, so I think the higher authorities no, under the leadership ni Secretary Tugade deem it necessary na kailangan i-reinvigorate yung old IACT. So with this aspect, there are some new ideas, new concepts, new policies were introduced no, as a legal basis to enforce further yung traffic enforcement ng mga enforcer natin.
Aside from traffic management, IACT will also conduct intensified operations against illegal parking, colorum and out-of-line vehicles, and illegal terminals along major thoroughfares. It will also deal with anti-fixer, anti-fake licenses and plates, and car rental scams.
What measures that we have is that we could establish additional the present deployment of traffic enforcer along the area will be reinforced. Na? Anong ibig sabihin? Additional manpower, of course, in coordination with the other local government unit. They have their own traffic enforcer, which will be a traffic enforcer multiplier.
The agencies say that building a strong network towards solving the ongoing traffic problem in the country is not an easy task. But with the support and cooperation of the member agencies and stakeholders, the organization is optimistic in achieving their mission. And finally, a department that focuses on traffic management and one of the well-known banks in the country are partnering to improve the public transport in the country by furthermore developing the PUV operations. The Department of Transportation, or DOTR, and the Development Bank of the Philippines, or DBP, recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, to jumpstart the realization of the PUVMP, or the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. The program does not only aim to modernize PUV operations in the country, but also to professionalize the public road transport sector. To assist the government in implementing the PUVMP, DBP developed PASADA, or the Program Assistance to support alternative driving approaches, which will offer responsive and reasonable financing for transport corporations and cooperatives to allow them to acquire new and passenger-safe PUVs. Under the MOU, the DBP shall advise and assist the DOTR in developing a financing program for the PUVMP. It shall also make available loans to finance the acquisition of new PUVs to qualified prospective borrowers. The DOTR launched the PUVMP to help the public road transport sector to transition to a high-quality public transport system with greater capacity, environment-friendly, low-carbon emissions, and efficient operations via modernization of vehicles. That's all for this week on Transportation and Traffic Management Updates. Motoring Today now takes a short break.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
So there I was, standing on top of the world. But then I asked myself, what lies beyond success? I wanted to give back, be a force of change. I dream of a place where children can realize their potential, to live and love life, be kings and queens, and fight for their dreams.
For those who command respect. For those unrivaled in their field. For those who see the world differently. For you. The bigger, better, faster, stronger, all-new Fortuner. Own your world.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Welcome back. In line with Motoring Today's lifelong commitment for road safety, here are this week's road safety tips in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines.
Hello everyone and welcome to Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts Club. This is brought to you through the courtesy of Toyota Motor Philippines and the Toyota Foundation. My name is Susie of Magic 89.9. Muling nagbibigay sa inyo ng simpleng tips on how to use our roads properly and safely.
Controlled intersection with enforcer. Traffic enforcers are usually found on busy intersections. Maging ikaw ay pedestrian o driver, always be respectful of them at maghintay ng signal galing sa kanila.
Until the next time here on Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts portion, where you can learn how to be safe while on the road as a pedestrian, commuter, biker, or a driver. This is Susie of Magic 89.9, reminding you to always be a safe and responsible road user.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. From Mitsubishi Motors Philippines for this week's Payong Chuper.
Payong Chuper lang kaibigan, ako si Ricky, isa pong kapwa niyo Chuper. Habang nagmamaneho, kailangan buwang atensyon mo at hindi gulo-gulo.
Ang cellphone ay isa ng malaking bahagi sa buhay ng tao. Halos lahat ay meron at gumagamit nito. Pero sana kapag tayo ay nagmamaneho, pigilin muna natin ang paggamit ng cellphone. Paalala lang, sa pagmamaneho, kailangan ng iba yung konsentrasyon. Kapag ikaw ay nagtetelepono, ang isip mo ay wala sa iyong pagmamaneho. At ito ang maaaring maging rason para magkaroon ng aksidente.
Kung ayaw mo mamultahan o maaksidente, huwag kang gumamit ng cellphone. Ako po si Enrique Victoria, Payong Chuper lang kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa ninyo Chuper.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use, flexible interior for your various needs, convenient features, advanced technology, powerful engine, fuel efficient for a smooth journey, and sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road? Or off-key? Do you use your great power? With great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max? You're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough... to be right back. Isuzu D-Max? Tough enough for anything.
Your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life can now be watched online. Just click on businessandleisure.ph and watch this week's show and other past episodes of Business and Leisure at your most convenient time of the day. Business and Leisure is now on the web. Watch it anytime.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Motorsports News is next, courtesy of Honda Cars Philippines.
In Formula One news, title rivals Lewis Hamilton of Mercedes and Sebastian Vettel of Ferrari face off anew this weekend under the floodlights of the Marina Bay Street Circuit. The question is on many fans' minds at this Sunday's Singapore Grand Prix is on whether Mercedes will continue to dominate races like it did at Monza. Lewis led a 1-2 finish for the Silver Arrows, finishing the race more than 30 seconds ahead of third-placer Vettel and taking the championship points lead for the first time in the process. Another question is on whether Ferrari can overcome the apparent drop-off in performance relative to Mercedes and reassert itself at a racetrack where straight-line speed comes second in importance to the high downforce needed to take the many technical corners of the 5.065-kilometer circuit that incorporates streets used by the public on most ordinary days. Last year, retired F1 champion Nico Rosberg won the race from pole, with Daniel Ricciardo of Red Bull finishing in second after starting from second on the grid. Hamilton was the third man on the grid and later on the podium in Singapore. Aside from hot and humid track conditions, drivers have to be contend with unpredictable tropical weather as well as the predictable safety car periods that come with every race in Singapore. All this serves to make most nighttime races in the Lion City a must-watch event. In World Rally Championship news, after seeing its title ambitions this season seemingly derailed by Thierry Neuville's broken suspension at the Rally Dutchland, Hyundai is looking to rebound big time by possibly entering 4 cars at the Wales Rally GB and the Rally Australia. According to online news reports, Hyundai Motorsports team principal Michel Nandan had indicated that latest signing Andreas Mikkelsen could join Neuville, Hayden Paddon, and Danny Sordo at the last 2 rounds of the season. The former Volkswagen driver was reportedly signed to bolster Hyundai's hopes of winning the manufacturer's title this year. Nandan also indicated that only a lack of spare parts scuttled plans to enter 4 cars at the next Rally Spain on October 5 to 8. It was earlier confirmed that Mikkelsen would replace Paddon in Spain. Hyundai had also confirmed that it was planning to run 4 cars in 2018, after seeing how Mikkelsen was helping the team become more competitive after being signed late in the season. Neuville, Paddon, and Sordo are all signed up to drive for the Korean manufacturer next year. In MotoGP news, Marc Marquez of Repsol Honda was back to dueling on the last lap for a win, this time at the Gran Premio di San Marino e della Riviera di Rimini. But unlike at Silverstone against Andrea Dovizioso of Ducati, the reigning champion won his duel against Danilo Petrucci of Octopramac Racing. Taking the lead from Petrucci on the turn 1 of the 4.2-kilometer Misano World Circuit Marco Simoncelli, Marquez held on to win his 4th race of the season. Petrucci ended up second with erstwhile championship points leader Dovizioso coming in 3rd. The results at the 13th round of the 2017 MotoGP World Championship pushed Marquez back to the top of the championship points standings. Albeit with the same number of points as Dovizioso, with both having the same number of points, 199, and wins for Marquez, is on top by having more second-place finishes than Dovizioso this season, 2-1. Maverick Vinales of Movistar Yamaha is 3rd in the standings with 183 points, after finishing 4th in Rimini. Valentino Rossi 4th with 157, despite not being at the race because of a broken leg. Danilo Pedrosa of Repsol Honda is 5th with 150 points, after finishing a lowly 14th in the race. The statistical tie on top of the standings could be broken in the next round, the Gran Premio de Aragon in Motorland, Oregon on September 24.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean her seat, it's love. When you try to look cool but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Welcome back to the longest-running electronic motoring magazine. On Motoring Today, vehicle maintenance is next. Now, the brakes are one of the most important parts of your vehicle and one of the most used. Brakes that are not well taken care of can cause accidents. Know how to avoid being in trouble because of your brakes in this week's Auto Care Clinic, courtesy of Isuzu Philippines Corporation.
Ang preno ng mga Isuzu ay binubuo ng tinatawag na ventilated disc sa harap at mga drum brakes sa likod. Karamihan ng mga ito ay tinutulungan din ng tinatawag na anti-lock braking system o ABS. Upang kumagat na maayos ang iyong mga preno, gumagamit ang hydraulic system na ito ng brake fluid. Bawat linggo, kasabay ng iyong pagtingin sa level ng radiator coolant at langis, tingnan din ang level ng brake fluid. Kung mababa ito sa nararapat, lagyan ka agad ng panibago. Ngayon, kung bawat linggo ay napapansin niyong laging mababa ang iyong brake fluid, dalhin ka agad ang iyong sasakyan sa kasa upang matingnan kung may leakage ang iyong brake system. Kahit wala namang leakage ang iyong brake fluid, nire-rekomenda pa rin namin na palitan ang iyong brake fluid bawat 20,000 kilometers. Bukod sa brake fluid, kailangan ding palitan minsan ang iyong mga brake pads. Dahil ang wear and tear ng mga brake pad ay nagbabago sa bawat may-ari, inspeksyonin na lang ang brake pads bawat 5,000 kilometers at palitan na kung kailangan. Sa mga ilang sitwasyon, nangangailangan din ng tinatawag na reface ang mga preno. Nangyayari ito kapag hindi pantay ang pagkapudpod ng mga preno dala ng dumi sa kalye. Sandali lang ito na procedure at dapat gawin sa kasa upang wastong pamamaraan ang gamitin. Upang magamit naman ang full power ng iyong mga preno, mag-practice po tayo ng wastong pag-apak. Hindi po dapat biglaan at malalim ang pag-apak sa preno. Nakakahilo po ito at tiyak na nakakairita sa iyong mga pasahero. Ang tamang pag-apak ay gradual po at swabe. Mag-anticipate po tayo sa traffic para maaga pa lang ay pumepreno na at hindi nagugulat sa biglang pagtigil ng trapiko. Upang magamit naman po ang iyong anti-lock braking system o ABS, kailangan lang pong laliman ang iyong pag-apak. Sa emergency situation po na nangangailangang gamitan ng ABS, huwag po natin ibomba ang preno. Para magamit ang ABS, apakan lang ng malalim at matagal ang preno at ang ABS ay gagana na upang mapatigil ka agad at hindi mag-lock up ang preno.
Keep these simple steps in mind and do them regularly. Surely your brakes will function properly and your travel will be smooth. That's Auto Care Clinic, brought to you by Isuzu Philippines Corporation. Let's now take a look at what's happening in the local auto industry.
Motor Image Pilipinas, the exclusive distributor of Subaru vehicles in the Philippines, recently unveiled the all-new Subaru XV in Manila. Motor Image Pilipinas presented the all-new Subaru XV with a 2.0-liter Boxer engine that has been revamped, making the new engine approximately 12 kilograms lighter and equipped with direct injection to deliver more power and fuel economy. According to Motor Image Pilipinas, this new crossover will excite drivers in a multitude of settings, from urban driving to great outdoors. It is also the second model to employ the revolutionary Subaru Global platform, which will make every drive an experience with heightened levels of confidence, comfort, and control. Nissan Philippines Incorporated, together with the Lika Auto Group, recently inaugurated its 8th dealership in Santa Rosa, Laguna.
Nissan has been in Santa Rosa for a long time through our manufacturing presence. It's a very dynamic market here, and with the growing presence of Nissan, we felt it was important for us to be in this dynamic market in Santa Rosa, which is why we opened this beautiful showroom here. The new retail visual initiative that Nissan has taken, this is the 8th one in the country, and part of very few in the globe. This new design, it's called N-Ready, and it's basically very inviting showroom for customers, beautiful showroom for customers to come and shop. but also it's got great facilities in terms of after-sale services where you can get your car serviced in 30 minutes, executive car checkup. So it's not just about buying a car experience, but it's the whole lifetime experience of owning the car and making it a very exciting and delightful experience.
The newly opened dealership features the Nissan Retail Environment Design Initiative 2.1, also called as N-Ready, with a showroom for top-of-the-line Nissan vehicle displays, lounge, floor-to-ceiling glass walls, accessories boutique, service bay, and several semi-private rooms for customer engagement. Nissan Philippines says that it is ready to cater to its growing customers in the area.
You know, our partnership with Nissan is 23 years old. After 23 years, we're now 9 dealers and several satellite dealers. And we expect this partnership to continue growing. We're the largest Nissan group, and we also do online sales. So tuloy-tuloy lang until Nissan becomes the #1 brand in the Philippines.
I'm inviting all the customers, especially here in this area, to visit our newest Nissan dealers in the Philippines with a N-Ready design and a very nice showroom and a very big service area. We can give you more offers, and we'll make sure that you will be satisfied when you walk in here.
I would invite all our customers and people from Philippines to visit all our dealerships. We have great products, exciting products, and as I mentioned today, we'll also have the Urban Premium Automatic launching soon. I invite you to come and experience Nissan and its products and enjoy the driving experience here. Thank you.
Swift 1.2 Philippines and Vitara Club of the Philippines, or VCP, accredited car clubs from Team Suzuki Philippines, recently conducted a series of activities which aim to help and strengthen the communities as well as the environment. Swift 1.2 Philippines conducted its first ever outreach program in partnership with the No One in Need movement. The activity held at San Diego Restoration Village in Valenzuela City was participated in by more than 40 kids and community members. Meanwhile, VCP held a tree planting activity at the Treasure Mountain in Tanay Rizal. The event, which was attended by more than 50 members and their families and friends, was capped by an overnight fellowship. The participants bonded during the camping, sharing not just food but laughter, stories, and experiences, as well to make the VCP family even closer. Ford Philippines recently announced a record August performance, with retail sales rising 12% year-over-year to 3,166 vehicles, driven by the Ranger, Everest, and EcoSport. According to Ford, the Ranger led the record August with retail sales surging 65% from a year ago to 1,038 vehicles. Meanwhile, the Everest midsize SUV delivered August sales that rose 18% year-on-year to 1,027 vehicles, pushing its year-to-date sales up to 7,797 vehicles. On the other hand, the EcoSport compact SUV remained one of Ford's best-selling vehicles in August, with retail sales growing by 8% from previous year with 921 vehicles, helping drive its year-to-date sales up 15% to 7,013 vehicles. Nissan Philippines Incorporated recently unveiled the new Nissan X-Trail, which is the first Nissan vehicle in the Philippines to be integrated with the largest range of available advanced intelligent mobility technologies.
The new X-Trail is going to be the flagship of introducing what we call Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Nissan Intelligent Mobility is classified into three globally: intelligent driving, intelligent power, and intelligent integration. Here in Philippines, we are starting with intelligent driving. So it has features like around view monitor, blind spot warning, pedestrian forward warning collision. So a lot of safety features that make the day-to-day driving convenient, comfortable, and safe for all of us. And X-Trail is going to be the flagship for that.
Nissan Intelligent Mobility Technologies include more features that give customers a more improved way of driving.
For this particular segment, we're actually humbly looking at, right now we're at 1% market share. But hopefully with this one, we can improve that to at least 2% market share for this minor change. One of the strongest features of the Nissan vehicles, one, you have fantastic comfortable aircon, which is still present in the particular vehicle. But more than that, we have offered bigger space, more comfortable ride, better handling, and of course, as you mentioned earlier, we have included here the vision of Nissan, and it is first amplified in the Nissan X-Trail, which is the intelligent mobility feature.
The new X-Trail also has a fresh interior and exterior styling, which gives it a sleeker yet robust appearance.
For the front, we have enhanced the front. It's more aggressive. We have redesigned the front fog lamps, the daytime running lights, the headlamps. It now comes with dual projector LED headlamps with our adaptive front lighting system with automatic functions. And on the rear side, we have the best-in-class 19-inch alloy wheels, side door chrome molding, and in details, we have changed the antenna into a fin-type antenna. On the rear side, we have changed the looks of the tail lights and the rear end styling. We've changed the design of the bumper, the tail lights. It now comes with an LED boomerang-shaped tail lights. Plus, of course, the power-assisted and motion-activated power liftgate.
The new Nissan X-Trail has got some fantastic class-leading features that's available here in Philippines starting now. So I would encourage all of you to visit the Nissan dealerships and have a test drive, and I'm sure you'll absolutely love the product. Thank you.
Motoring Today now brings you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Now, Honda Cars Philippines has leveled up the game of its MPV segment as it brought the 7-seat new RS variant of the Mobilio in the market. With the upgraded features and sportier appearance, one can point out that it is a road sailing badge, worthy as the term RS suggests. The new 2017 Honda Mobilio RS may be more advanced than the other Mobilio RS variants when it comes to its features, but it still runs with a 1.5-liter iVTEC engine with an output of 118 horsepower and 145 Nm of torque, making it just as strong and powered. It also uses the same transmission, a 5-speed manual continuously variable transmission. The suspension setup in this new variant uses McPherson strut and coil spring with stabilizer in front and torsion beam axle and coil spring at the rear, giving the car more control while on the road. The exterior has also been made different from the other variants. The front fascia now has a sportier vibe thanks to the all-exclusive RS design gloss black front grille and 15-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Honda also didn't miss any part of the rear, with the RS emblem, rear bumper, tailgate spoiler with LED high-mount stop lamp, and exhaust pipe finisher. One can easily say that the 2017 Honda Mobilio RS is way edgier than the other Mobilio variants. Inside, the changes are more prominent. The RS variant has a more spacious cabin designed to comfortably accommodate a family of 7. It further showcases its sportier character with a black fabric seat. and dark metal finish on the door panel armrest and front AZ vent panel. This new variant comes equipped with more premium upgrades, including a new RS design instrument cluster with orange illumination and a 7-inch touchscreen audio system with navigation that includes Bluetooth hands-free telephone and audio streaming, USB connectivity, and an integrated rear-view camera with guidelines. The 2017 Honda Mobilio RS ensures the safety of the passengers with the speed-sensing auto door lock, dual front SRS airbags, anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, G-Con body structure, and child seat anchor. The new variant is also equipped with Hill Start Assist. The 2017 Honda Mobilio RS is obviously not considered a game changer in the MPV segment for nothing, aside from the fact that it gives customer satisfaction that is fitting for the rail sailing badge. The new RS variant has also proven that there is more to the Mobilio. And that's our featured vehicle on Showcase, brought to you by Prudential Guarantee.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
For those who command respect. For those unrivaled in their field. For those who see the world differently. For you. The bigger, better, faster, stronger, all-new Fortuner. Own your world.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use. Flexible interior for your various needs. Convenient features. Advanced technology. Powerful engine. Fuel efficient. For for a smooth journey and sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Back to Motoring Today, and we'd like to welcome you now to our weekly Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines. This week, our guest comes from the National Center for Transportation Studies of the University of the Philippines to give us insights into the present system of licensing drivers, which have been pointed to as one of the possible causes of having unskilled and undisciplined drivers. Please welcome Dr. Jose Regidor. Hello, Dr. Regidor, and welcome to Motoring Today.
Hello, Butch, and to all the viewers of Motoring Today.
It is no secret that road crashes are one of the major reasons of death in the country, and you've mentioned on reports that this is usually attributed to the weak licensing system in the country. Please tell us, what in the system do you think is weak?
Well, what I think is weak in the system is the examinations that are currently being given by the Land Transportation Office. There are two parts of that exam. One is the written part and the other one is the practical part. So for both of these parts, there are weaknesses in terms of how applicants are able to pass the exams. For the written exams, there are allegations that it's too easy. There are also allegations that they're able to get the answers, and for the practical exam, they also say that it can be so easy, or in certain cases they're able to be exempted from taking the practical exam.
Currently, there are three types of driver's licenses in the country, namely student permit, non-professional, and professional driver's licenses. In your opinion, is there really a need to have the first option, the student permit?
I think the student permit is still important. It's still important for us because we need to have that stage for those who are prospective drivers to be able to learn the right way, the safe way of driving, and that should be with the guidance of someone who already has a valid non-professional or professional driver's license. So there is that requirement for the student permit, that the student may not be able to drive a car without someone with them who has a valid non-professional or professional driver's license. So I think that's something that we should retain. But then probably we should also try to find ways to be able to determine if this rule is being followed.
Now, an applicant can only apply for a non-professional driver's license after a month of acquiring his or her student permit, and 6 months after for a professional driver's license. What is your stand with this practice?
I think, well, considering that the time frame that is provided there, before you can get a non-pro license or even a professional driver's license, there should be enough time if the applicant or the prospective driver really practices or trains. So that's enough time for him or her to be able to get the training and the skills for safe driving.
Some of the issues on the written exams for driver's license applicants include what is being said that it's either too easy or readily available for a price, and questions are general and basic. There are plans now to update them and to make it more vehicle specific. How would you address this issue?
I think making the licenses, particularly the professional driver's licenses, vehicle specific would be the right direction to go to. The reason for that is because we know for a fact that, for example, trucks require different skills, require different handling, and you have a different type of responsibility when you're driving large vehicles like trucks and buses. So perhaps we should take a look at the courses, for example, that are being implemented or being provided by TESDA. We all know that, for example, someone wants to drive abroad, wants to work abroad as a driver. They usually go to TESDA to get a certain certification. No? So TESDA has that. And so that begs the question, why can't we have that for local drivers as well? No? So if you want to drive a bus for a living, if you want to drive a truck for a living, then probably you should be able to get the proper certifications for that. No? And perhaps that can also be the basis for a new type of driver's license for these types of vehicles. And the same goes for other heavy equipment. Like, for example, you want to drive a bulldozer, operate a payloader. No? So that those vehicles also require different skills. For motorcycles, I'm not so sure, but perhaps it might be also important to take a look into that, because some people might be experienced motorcycle riders but are not qualified to drive cars, for example, no? Or vice versa. Some may be able to drive a car, but they're not necessarily skilled as motorcycle riders. So maybe there's also an opportunity there to explore if it's possible to have a different license for motorcycle riders compared with the current non-professional and professional driver's licenses.
Now, on the other hand, the government does not have enough facilities for the practical tests being given to the applicants. What do you think will be the best solution for this?
Well, we can try to explore other options for that. Like, for example, when we say facilities, maybe LTO does not have enough vehicles to use for practical tests. So that can be addressed probably by utilizing the vehicle that is supposed to be driven by the applicant. Another option is maybe to look for partnerships among, let's say, for example, our driving schools. So the driving schools have fleets of vehicles at their disposal. So why can't LTO, for example, have a cooperative agreement with some of maybe the larger driving schools, accredit them, and conduct the practical tests through them? Anyway, the LTO should be providing the staff who would perform the examination on the applicant, no? Whether it's for the non-professional driver's license or the professional driver's license.
Thank you very much for your time, Dr. Regidor. Before we end, do you have any message to our viewers?
Maybe as a last message for the written exam, I think one issue there is that it's still a written exam. No? So I think there's another way of conducting it, and it is a stricter way of conducting it, and it is maybe by computerizing the examination and making some of the questions randomly generated. This is already done in many countries, including Canada, including the United States, and it's very difficult to cheat on those kinds of examinations. So I think that's a direction that LTO should look into, considering that it's not so expensive these days probably to come up with a automated, randomly generated examination. No.
Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, Butch, and happy motoring.
That was Dr. Jose Regidor with insights into our present system of issuing driver's licenses. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines. Up next is our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems, not only within the metro but all over the country as well. This is where we present these problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for. This public service portion is part of Ford Philippines' corporate social responsibility.
In this edition of our public service segment, we train our attention on sidecars that are plying on highways like this one, which was seen along Kamuning Avenue. As we know, highways are only for the use of motor vehicles and not for bikes and sidecars. Aside from it adds to the traffic volume. It is also dangerous for sidecars to ply along highways like EDSA as it is surrounded with larger motor vehicles. There have been numerous accidents in the main roads involving these kinds of vehicles. Traffic management officers should act on this particular problem. We will try once again to inform the proper authorities and seek insights from them about this matter.
Should you yourself encounter any motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. Kindly see the details being flashed on the screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 31st year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. I'm Butch Gamboa. Happy motoring.